I sit at the table alone, but still speak to you. Our brothers and sisters who we've lost on the way, but whose lives have transcended beyond death. Your words live in our faith that we shall overcome, and we do. We live in a world that throws sticks and stones, but it is skyscrapers that we build. Your strength flows from those before us who remained resilient through the impossible, who broke chains that bruised brown wrists. Ella, it was your grandmother's pain from back kiss from leather whips that fueled your fire. But it is her tenacious soul that allowed you to fight for the economic power for Black people and the economic justice for all people. It is you that gave us the voices today, like Hamza Travis Naji, so that when we are sick and tired of being sick and tired, we take to the streets and demand they be heard. And they are. They're heard from Ghana to Switzerland, Japan, China, Iran, Thailand, India, Mexico, Puerto Rico. People around the world roared for the lives of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor. People like Heather Heyer marched by our side because if you are not outraged, you are not paying attention. And we were all outraged. We heard songs from over 40 countries, and they all sang that Black Lives Matter. And then the streets fall silent, and our lives exist beyond the protest. We take off our uniforms and remember to be human. We go home. We celebrate. And we sing with our families. We dance the different languages of our soul, love, peace, and forgiveness. Our hands in one another's as our mothers and their mothers bless the feast. And we take a day off to hunt, to fish, to sleep. And you are right there with us. You became the foundation of our fire, our fight, while cradling small children in your arms. Feet crippled from long hours of working, and yet they still marched, leaving families behind to fight for everyone else's. And through tears, you still spoke. Joseph, you left your daughters to defend the lives around you. And in the process, you lost your own. Viola left her husband and 5 kids to drive supporters to march for our lives from Selma to Montgomery. You were athletes, scholars, mothers and fathers who became warriors for the generations to come. Everyday people whose lives were overshadowed by the call for justice, and you answered. James answered when Dr. King called for clergy to join peaceful protesters after watching demonstrators on the Edmund Pettus Bridge be attacked by those sworn to protect. Medgar answered the cries of our people, even though his wife begged him to take a break. You protected those around you, though you were not protected. Fred Hampton, you gave up your dream of being a New York Yankee to educate your brothers and sisters. And in return, you were arrested, beaten, and killed in your sleep at 21 years old. Fannie Lou Hamer was robbed of any chance at having kids. But her legacy continued. She fought for our right to vote and was nearly beaten to death at 46 years old. And yet her voice never silenced. These chairs are empty, but this room is full of wonderful lives that were taken for granted, taken advantage of, or simply just taken because of your passion for our livelihoods. Your sacrifices are not ignored. We praise your strength when choosing us, the future. And today, we choose the future too.